Another in light.
Adam Ant is in the studio here at KROQ 106.7. We were just talking off mic there about films, etc., because we did the the world famous Spellcaster that never came out.
Yeah, we did a movie. Maybe if we don't talk about it, it won't come out ever, but never mind.
No, you've done a number of movies and television projects. I mean, of course, you did Spielberg's Amazing Stories, and I mean, you did most recently Trust Me.
Yeah, that was the movie came out in November, I
and
think. Yeah,
World Gone Wild, in which you annihilate most of the surviving population of North America.
Yeah, I keep seeing them on cable, and it's funny. Like 2:30 in the morning, I see myself doing these horrible things to people. It's quite disturbing, really. But that's gone very well. I'm at a point now where I feel comfortable to, put that on hold and deal with this record and put 100% into the record, because I think now I've set a platform for myself to act, because I take it, seriously, and I know what I want to do.
So you can actually, you've done enough now where you can take a break from it and then go back to it maybe in a year, 18 months, whenever you feel comfortable.
I'll probably go back to it before that. I mean, there's a project that we're thinking about doing in the middle of the year, and I'm also involved in writing a script for myself, which would be quite fun to do one day.
Great.
Yeah, so, I just leave all the doors open and go for it. But acting is. But I've had a load of work, considering that I'm a singer. And when I first went in, people have no concept of what you want to do. So
you must get like 2 scripts a month at least, in which it says camera pans down and Adam Ant is singing.
Initially, it was like that, but none of the roles I took involved singing, except in Slam Dance, where I sang a Nat King Cole song in the bath. But that was edited out, unfortunately.
Okay, now we're going to play a cut from Manners and Physique. Your choice.
Okay. My choice. What would I have next?
There you go.
Yeah, I know my record so well. I don't.
We are, of course, going to play Room at the Top later, so you
I
don't
know
have to
what's
choose
on it here. Yeah, I'd like. Oh, let me have a look. Yeah, Young, Dumb and Full of It. Why not?
Young, Dumb and Full of It. Number of women that we both know.
Oh, no. Sorry. Oh. I did not say that, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, we were talking off mic, Adam Ant in studio here at K-Rock, and Adam was saying how pleased you are that it is here. It's happening right now.
It's happening now. I mean, today means a lot to me, because, you guys have been playing my songs through a very, when you're not around for 4 years, to kind of say, this is what I'm doing. It's great to know that a station stayed on it and were, it's beyond loyalty. It's a great compliment to any artist, but it's great to be here today, because it's really the first time that they've been played, and that's what I wanted to do for these 4 years. I'm glad we're doing it.
Now, you spend a lot of your time in Los Angeles. How do you feel when you're driving around, you listen to K-Rock, and you hear one of the older songs come on? Does that make you flash back to that particular time? I mean, because anytime we do, like, the flashback weekends, I mean, every 5th song is like Adam.
I swerve. That's the first thing. Sort of swerve. No, it's great. It's because I don't listen to my own work. I mean, I haven't these songs out for this album. I haven't listened to this album, the new album, since really we finished recording it. I don't go home and listen to my own records. So when I hear them, I think, oh yeah, that worked. Oh yeah, you need the bass on that one. Because that's what it's about. And it's just a great. It's always gives me a kick. I love it.
So now is the promotion leg of Adam Ant and Manners and Physique, the new album. What would be a typical day for you? Like
they always start real early. The interviews usually begin at maybe 10 o'clock, and there may be a couple of phoners before that. And because I've been here, I've been having to make calls. I made a call the other morning at 7 o'clock in the morning to the BBC in London, and then began a day. I'll get up maybe 2 hours before, get ready, choose what to wear. That takes the most time. What am I going to wear today? Let's have a look there. And then going out and really being alert. And after a couple of cappuccinos, I'm usually awake by about 11:30. And it's all right. I enjoy doing interviews, because, if you haven't done them for a while, you don't get bored. It's like you've got a lot to say. And it's cool. I enjoy it.
Now, you've been, it's a cliche word, but you've been a rock star now, even though you took off for a few years, for more than 10 years. Did you think when you first got into it in the late 70s, and there was the whole ant invasion thing and that, that it would last this long? Because I remember growing up in England, everyone says, oh, you don't want to go into rock music, because here today, gone tomorrow, you'll be like the Rubettes. That's it.
Yeah, well, I remember one of the questions used to come up, especially when we first came to the States and that, you know, with the hit records. What will you be doing in 10 years' time? Well, it's 10 years later, and I'm doing the same that I was doing then. Making music and doing it, you know, that's what I do instinctively. And I enjoy doing it, and all the while I can do it, I'll do it. Only with me, you know, physically, you know, when it comes to touring and performing, which I love doing, there are restrictions on that, and then you have to modify yourself. But hey, I'm glad I said then that I think I'll still be doing it. I'm glad I am.
Are you amazed at how many of your contemporaries are still making music? I mean, for example, Billy Idol, who just got hurt yesterday, but he's going to be all right, was finishing up a new album. Duran Duran are going back and finishing up a new album. All these bands that came out at the same time as you.
Yeah. I mean, Kevin Rowland's he's writing a new album at the moment, and Brian Setzer's a good friend of mine, and we did some work together, and he's doing well as well, Stray Cats.
Right.
I don't know, if you're good and the public like you, I don't see any reason why, as long as you're producing work, they shouldn't like you again. I think it's a bit of a played out idea, actually, the idea that, you know, it's all got to happen in a few weeks. Well, there are certain acts or certain, you know, records that are geared to that. But the 80s generation were a collection of artists that were responsible for their own music, their own songs, their own lyrics in the major cases. And it's more than just it's not a job, it's more than work, it's your life, it's what you love doing.
It's not a job, it's an adventure, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
yeah.
We're going to take a couple of quick calls here, and